2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the New York Knicks. For the Knicks, with a record of 3-7 over their last 10 games, they have been struggling. Wins hard to come by. We'll see if they can grab one tonight. And let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning he might not be able to dominate for 82 games, but he could do it for 40. And then he could do it for playoff time. So I do think the knee surgeries took a little toll on him, as they would any player, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank.
He might be able to get back to his MVP level, but it's going to take a full season. A full season of injury-free play to get that confidence back. Full season, Ernie, 82 games.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later on.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. That was a great come-from-behind win, too. They got down but kept their heads up and fought back to win it.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
And I think most fans thought that once they couldn't win it in regulation, they had missed their opportunity. And overtime wasn't going to go their way. But I tell you what, you got to give them credit for pulling it out.
And it's the Warriors to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Durant is out there with Thompson. Then there's Mourning. Then there's Drexler. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. Rose against Jackson. Rose kicks to Barton. Stolen by Durant. Now the Warriors moving it up. Durant's running. Robinson pulls it in. Rose against Jackson. Outside Rose. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Milwaukee.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Stolen by Thompson. And the dunk by Mourning.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Rose passes to Robinson. Good.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Drexler with a screen on Rose. Jackson dishes to Drexler. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. So it's the Warriors now.
Jerry Lucas. That's his first personal foul.
Durant just inside the line. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got his first points in this one. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Rose attacking. And Durant sends it back. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Rose kicks to Lucas. Outside Irving, over Durant. Durant with some nice D. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Mourning, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the fact he lacks a little dexterity and even creativity to be an elite finisher.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Jackson kicks to Durant. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Rose kicks to Robinson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Knicks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Robinson hits them both. The Warriors lead it. And here's Jackson, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Mourning passes to Durant. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Rose kicks to Barton. Durant against Irving. Durant with the steal. Jackson dishes to Thompson. From 13. That doesn't go either for Durant. Knicks trail by 4. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kurt Rambis for a moment. He knows they've got to really dig in defensively, facing a very talented offense. He said if you let them get going, they can run off a big lead and really put you behind the 8 ball. We've got to be disciplined, work together, and be prepared to make 2nd, 3rd, and 4th efforts. Whatever it takes to get a stop, that's what we'll have to do. Kevin, we'll see if they can get a win in this, their first matchup of the season.
And Doris, thank you as always. And of course, facing an offense like this, you really have to be aware at all times of the weapons they throw at you.
Yeah, and they can light it up when they get it going. It's going to take a top-notch effort defensively to keep them in check.
And you know what? I think they're up for it. I like to hear Coach acknowledging the challenge they're facing. They know what they're in for.
No good from Lucas.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Mourning. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good for Mourning. Knicks trail by 5. Rose passes to Barton. There's a screen by Robinson. Lucas kicks to Irving. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
2 shots.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And he can't hit the second. Warriors leading by 4. Drexler outside. Golden State moving the ball around. And then Durant with the jam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's Rose. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Robinson a screen on Jackson. Rose gets a wide open look. Robinson misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Drexler. Some solid defense from Rose.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Now here's Rose. After the miss from Clyde Drexler. That drops.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Kevin Durant, number 1.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, I think the wing position is his home base. That's his best spot. He's most comfortable there, but he's comfortable anywhere on the floor. Inside, outside, pulling up or driving to the rim.
Aguaya's checked in for New York. Isaiah Thomas comes in for Rose. Jackson dishes to Mourning. And there's the pass to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson drives in. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
No problem knocking that one down. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Drexler with a screen on Thomas. And it's Drexler that time, and the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For New York, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Outside Irving. There's Thomas with the 3.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And so here is New York. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. Irving kicks to Robinson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Mourning with the screen. Jackson has the open look. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Kicks to Irving. the dish to Robinson. Durant with some nice D. Warriors leading by 4. Tries it from 9. Here's Drexler. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So for the Knicks, Green comes in for Lucas, and Sanders subbed in for Irving. And then for Golden State, Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Mourning. Lamb comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Johnson in for Reggie Jackson. For New York, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here is Aguirre. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And Thomas, here we go. 6 on the shot clock. Green with the ball. He's against Hollins. Here's Drexler. Shot is off. And New York the other way now. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Here's Drexler. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Drexler trying. Oh!
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Aguirre, good. Now Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Lamb kicks to Johnson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And taking a look now at stats for Isaiah Thomas. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Thomas. Inside. And the dunk by Robinson.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Johnson kicks to Hollins. Now here's Lamb. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. But they recover it. Pass to Johnson. The feed now to Lamb. Screen by Monroe. It's stolen by Green. 1:24 left in the first quarter of the game. Robinson sets a screen for Green. And stolen by Hollins. And it's the Warriors on the break. And the dunk by Drexler.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Robinson, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Here we can see, Kevin, where the Warriors rank in the NBA right now. tops in scoring. First in assists. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Robinson.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Robinson. He's already got 11 points and 2 blocks. Early on, already making a huge difference for him.
And so nice to get that hot start. It really helps you stay in the action, keeps you engaged throughout.
Robinson hits them both. Warriors leading by 4. Drexler outside. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here is Robinson. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for his team in that Grizzlies game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Drexler kicks to Lamb. Drexler drives in, pulls it from 20. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
The Warriors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so Greg Monroe nails both of them. 8 seconds left to play here in the first. One second left. Rejected by Monroe. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated. Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and the athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Next round, 27.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Will Barton is out there with Rose. Then there's Sanders. Then there's Irving. And it's Lucas in at the center. They're the group New York will start the second with. The Knicks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Warriors leading by 5. Lamb passes to Thompson. They set the pick over to the left wing. From downtown, they get it again. Mourning. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Good. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. The tray, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Here's Barton. He picked up 15 points in their last one against the Grizzlies in Memphis. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 5 now.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Jackson up top. He's covered by Rose. Thompson dishes to Durant. He feeds it to Jackson. The screen from Thompson. Off the screen. No luck. Now the Knicks take it the other way.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning. Warriors leading by 6. Outside Jackson. Thompson, a screen on Rose. For 3, Durant. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Rose against Jackson. From 13. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Lamb. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here they go. And that is good.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Jackson. He has 5. Here's Mourning. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Jerry Lucas.
So far in the game for Mourning, he has 9 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well. Also, just battling hard on every possession.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
He misses the free throw. Jeff Green is checked in for New York. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Barton, no luck. Warriors leading by 7. And Lamb kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Thompson. Durant against Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Durant. Off the screen. Green with the rebound.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Well, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Rose kicks to Green. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Mourning with the screen. Here's Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Barton. He's got 5 from deep. Rose. It's hauled in by Alonzo Mourning. Durant kicks to Lamb. Back to Durant. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Sanders with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. They're teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
New York's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Outside Irving. Stolen by Durant. And here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Golden State moving the ball around. Durant with it. He's picked up by Irving. Durant kicks to Mourning. Clock at 4. The baseline J off the mark. Knicks trail by 6. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Rose attacking. He kicks to Sanders. Here's Barton. He has 5. Just 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. Warriors with the rebound. Mourning's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. Stolen by Jackson. And the dunk by Mourning.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over. And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Now, here is Robinson. He's got 12. That's good. Robinson's got 14 points for the game. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Durant. Green with the rebound. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Thomas passes to Rose. To the wing right side. Aguirre softly drops in the floater. Aguirre's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Here's Monroe. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Rose. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. No dice from 9 feet out. Here's Johnson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. First in scoring, first in fewest turnovers per game. And they have definitely learned the finer points of transition basketball. I mean, they own the most fast break points in the NBA.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Knicks trail by 8. Outside Thomas. Left side Rose. And stolen by Hollins. Here's Durant. That's good. Durant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And Thomas, here we go. A second chance effort. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Knicks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Green. Warriors leading by 8. Johnson outside. Monroe outside. Feeds it to Drexler. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys. Shot from the inbound. And that one hits back iron. Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And the rejection by Monroe. Drexler dishes to Durant. Missed it for the 8th time in 15 tries from the floor. Knicks trail by 8. Thomas kicks to Robinson. The 11-footer rejected by Monroe. Robinson can't get that one to fall. And for the Warriors, they're shooting at just about an even 45.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. Second, the Warriors.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Lucas is checked in for Rose. Johnson against Thomas. Passes to Green. Misses the three.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And that one's good. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
1:49 left in the second quarter. Here's Lucas. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Washington. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Knicks. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Well, I think for New York, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And Hollins with the stuff.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Here is Lucas following the score by Golden State. Some nice passing by New York here. Aguirre kicks to Green. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And it's Drexler missing. Knicks trail by 10. Aguirre kicks to Thomas. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Robinson. He's averaging about 19 points per, 13 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. Irving's checked in for Green. And both free throws good for Thomas.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Aguirre against Durant. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the left wing. Here's Lucas. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Lucas has got 7 points in the game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Johnson against Thomas. Pass to Aguirre. And that one comes up a bit short.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Warriors ahead, leading by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. They were able to stretch out their lead to 8 points on the heels of a few stops and some quality offensive possessions. After one, they held an 8-point advantage. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, give them credit for getting out on that fast break. They made a concerted effort to run every time. Not once, not twice, every time, and it paid off in points. I also thought it wore down the defense.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, it was a huge first half for their bench, a.k.a. the others, played pretty good. When you get a boost like this, it always gives a team a lift. And given how well the others are contributing, we'll probably continue to see more minutes for them in the second half. Starters or not, when players are producing, you got to ride them, cowboy.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Look at what Drexler's done so far. 16 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Knicks trail by 5. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Jackson is out there with Drexler. And it's Durant. Then there's Mourning. And it's Thompson in at the 4. Irving sinks the 15-footer. Irving's got the first bucket of the third here for the Knicks.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Mourning with the screen. Drexler passes to Jackson. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Jackson. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Barton kicks to Robinson. Lets it go from 11. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Jackson dishes to Durant. Inside, Mourning. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
New York trailing. Robinson a screen on Jackson. Rose, no good.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Now, here is Mourning. And he gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
From 7, that one wide left.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Jackson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Mourning a screen on Rose. Jackson, terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Jackson's got 9 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Irving. Warriors have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Rose against Jackson. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Jackson passes to Thompson. Can't hit. Rose with some nice D.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
It's Lucas high post. 17-foot shot on the way. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 4 assists in the game. Jackson against Rose. Jackson kicks to Drexler. To the middle. Left side Jackson. Again the miss by Jackson. Knicks trail by 7. And it's Rose penetrating. And Lucas slams it in.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough. Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for a man. Oh, man, was that
And no
fun.
doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Barton dishes to Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. And Durant sends it back. They get it back. Screened by Lucas. And it's Rose penetrating. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
What a stellar outing in this one for Jerry Lucas. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
Sanders checked in for the Knicks. Lamb, he's checked in for Golden State. He hits the second from the line. Warriors leading by 7. Jackson kicks to Thompson. Lamb passes to Mourning. From 13, gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Jackson against Rose. Dishes it to Irving. The pass to Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
Almost intimidating defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there. He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. In third, the Knicks. The Warriors, 4th.
Yeah, both squads just rebounding the ball so well here of late. I mean, this is going to be a very interesting matchup from a physical standpoint.
Barton kicks to Sanders, and that one is hammered home.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
It's stolen by Rose, and pushing it up, here's New York.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Now here's Lamb, looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Jackson. There's the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Rose kicks to Irving. Barton dishes to Lucas to the inside. And the slam dunk by Irving.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Lamb passes to Jackson. No good with the triple. Knicks trail by 8. Outside Rose. 11 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. For New York, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Sanders kicks to Rose. Here's Barton. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Rose attacking. And the shot is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, Houston, a half game back.
And for the Warriors, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
Looks that way to me. I mean, this is a team that appears perfectly primed for a deep run into the postseason, as long as they don't suffer any unforeseen injuries or setbacks.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And I like the job the defense did to not let him have it. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
The Warriors have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And Land drops them both. Knicks trail by 10. Thomas dishes to Irving. Screen by Sanders. There's Thomas with the three. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Kicks it to Lamb. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New York's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Irving passes to Thomas. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Isaiah Thomas at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. Johnson, he's checked in for Drexler. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Jackson. He's got 14. Morning a screen on Thomas. Jackson made that one. It's his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they struggled and are in such a hole.
Thomas kicks to Lucas. Here is Aguirre. He's got 8. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The dish to Irving. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And checking out some numbers for Reggie Jackson. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in free throw percentage. And he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good.
Check out the game for Irving. He has 12 points and 6 assists.
Both free throws good for Irving. Warriors leading by 6. Mourning a screen on Thomas. Jackson kicks to Mourning. Golden State moving it around. Mourning with the screen. Clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Jackson can't get that one to fall. New York's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Thomas against Jackson. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Irving.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Jackson against Thomas, and stolen by Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Thomas against Jackson. 5 on the clock. Pass to Lamb. Shot to stop the drought. It's rebounded by New York. Some firepower, Clark, from this offense.
Yeah, Kevin, how about the air of confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Jackson against Thomas. Now here's Jackson, guarded closely. Here's Johnson. Here's Monroe. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Monroe's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that basic basketball time management. You got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
No good from Irving.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Offensive rebound. Here's Jackson. From outside, off the mark. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. We've got Aguirre. Will Barton is out there with Rose. Then it's Lucas, and it's Robinson. In at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. It goes on Jerry Lucas. And the free throw, no good. New York trailing. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Aguirre. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Aguirre against Drexler. Here's the teardrop. Robinson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Six on the shot clock. Jackson dishes to Monroe. No luck. Excellent D that time from Robinson. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Barton passes to Robinson. Good work defensively by Monroe.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Jackson kicks to Monroe. Puts up the baby hook. Again, Monroe missing. New York shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Barton passes to Aguirre. Traps in the tray. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Rose. Jackson dishes to Durant. Monroe with a screen on Aguirre. Durant kicks to Monroe. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
2 shots.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
That free throw good from Monroe. He doesn't get the second one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Rose passes to Lucas. Shoots a fader. Aguirre, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Durant up top, defended by Lucas. Drexler, no good.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's Durant, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He's got 17 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Knicks trail by 3. Passes to Aguirre. The feed to Robinson. Rejected by Monroe.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, and at least as I look at it. Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
That's good from Jackson. Here is Rose.
Let's go Knicks! New York calls timeout. Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. No surprise, really. The turnover situation was the focus. He told them, listen, we're giving it away, guys. We've got to protect the ball, play within ourselves, and get quality shots. Kevin?
Robinson against Monroe. Pass to Aguirre. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Offensive rebound.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
Here's Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Rose to the middle. Robinson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 16 points for Robinson. Warriors have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. And Thompson kicks to Drexler. Fires the 3. No good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. The pass to Aguirre. Here's Robinson. 13 feet away. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Drexler outside. Outside Jackson. Monroe right side. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Rose attacking. Over to the left wing. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Jackson.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers. Go on and give it up.
And the Warriors with possession here. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They set the pick. And Monroe kicks to Durant. Martin with the rebound. Knicks trail by 3. He feeds it to Rose. From the high post. And again, it's New York.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Warriors shooting well. They're at 45%. Jackson against Rose. Jackson dishes to Drexler. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Rose against Jackson. Here's Robinson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
The wide open look for Durant. That doesn't go either for Durant. New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Rose goes in. And Thompson sends it back. Now the Warriors moving it up. That is good. 21 points for Reggie Jackson.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Rose kicks to Lucas. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor. Here's Jackson. Drexler outside. From 11 feet away, here's Monroe. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
That doesn't go either for Rose.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
Jackson passes to Drexler. Drexler with another miss.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Rose up on top, guarded by Jackson. A floater. Thompson with the rebound.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it. Looking at the game Rose has been having, he's got 8 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw missing, and New York making a change here. Irving's checked in, and Golden State also making a change. Morning's checked in for Greg Monroe. And he's good on the second. Jackson with it. At the top of the key, Thompson. Drexler kicks to Morning. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Jackson against Rose. Irving attacking. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
At the line for your Knicks, Julius Irving. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for the Knicks. And so Irving nails both of them. And here's Jackson. Thompson outside. Durant against Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Durant. To the paint. Stolen by Robinson. Thomas against Drexler. Thomas dishes to Barton. To the middle. Puts it up from 12. Here's Robinson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Shooting for 2.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Warriors leading by 3. Now Jackson. The screen from Thompson. Morning a screen on Irving. Durant drawing the double team. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
New York's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Right side Robinson. The fadeaway. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one. Jackson kicks to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Durant. Back to Thompson. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Irving against Durant. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
That one drops. He ties it up.
He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line with the game still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
Thompson sets the pick for Durant, and Durant gets double teamed. Lots of room. Kept alive. Here's Thompson. Robinson with the block, and he's able to get it back.
You look at what Jason Thompson has done so far. He's got 12 rebounds, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
.141 left here in the fourth quarter. Robinson against Mourning to take the lead. Connects. The jumper drops. And that's 21 points for Robinson. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. And Durant gets double-teamed. Mourning kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Durant. Feeds to Mourning. Unloads from 13. That one rolling around and rims out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Outside Durant. He kicks it to Drexler. No good. Great D that time from Thomas. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Durant against Irving. Durant, the pass to Jackson. Buries it.
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Here's Thomas. 7-second difference. Shot in game clock. Screened by Lucas. Robinson against Mourning. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
.17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
.17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for New York, Reggie Jackson. At the line for two.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
New York, no good that time either. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Reggie Jackson. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Listen up, everybody. Reggie Jackson, he can bring it. He's got a lot of skills. He can pass, he can dribble, he can shoot. And tonight, he brought them all. He's a dangerous player when he's focused and locked in.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.